Initiative to bring education, awareness, and advocacy against social stigma. And mental health expert Kelly Kitley joins us to talk about this, and such an important time to have this conversation. Life is stressful. Everything is more expensive. Nations are at war. We have various crises that we're dealing with here in Chicago. So talk about why it's so important to have this conversation and normalize it.
Absolutely. It's so important that NBC is covering this, because this time of year tends to be my busiest in my practice. Change of season, holidays. It is so important to check in on one another and to take care of our own mental health as much as we take care of our physical health. And there is such a link. And so being able to talk about it, check in with people. If symptoms persist for longer than 2 weeks, maybe you're ruminating about things, or your sleep is interrupted, or your daily living skills are interrupted as well, then it's really important to reach out. The bravest thing you can do is ask for help. And mental health is treatable. There are too many people who live in silence, in fear of stigma and shame, and being able to ask for help. So whether that's asking your doctor for a referral for a therapist, or considering going on medication, always go to an emergency room if you are having thoughts of suicide. And oftentimes people are afraid to talk about that. We're afraid to ask our kids because we fear planting some kind of seed, or it's an uncomfortable conversation to have. But it is so important.
And you mentioned some of the symptoms. Sleep may be interrupted. Some of your normal daily functions may start to change or be impacted. What are some of the other symptoms internally, or maybe indicating someone you know may be in trouble?
Lack of motivation, low mood, increased anxiety or having panic attacks, withdrawal, and really depression lives in isolation. And oftentimes people feel like it's not going to get better, or they feel so stuck. And my job as a mental health expert is to provide hope. It is treatable, and it is important to have a team of experts that are supporting you, your community, your family. Having one trusted person that you can fully express yourself to, especially during these times, is so crucial.
Absolutely. Kelly Kitley, thanks again for being with us and having this, again, very important conversation, especially as the days get shorter, we get less sunlight, and so that definitely has an impact on so many things in terms of your mood and your psychology. So once again, important to talk about this.